now that I have this molded piece cut out, I'm going to take my 10-ounce leather stock and I'm going to cut a strip of leather for the back strap. Make sure I got enough. Yeah, there's plenty there. Line up my square edge. I'll come over here. Don't want to waste any, but I also want to make certain I have plenty. I think 4-inch mark will work. I'm going to cut this. I do not claim to be a professional leather worker. So those of you out there that are, you're probably going to comment how I'm doing this wrong. Well, maybe, but this is what works for me. And I haven't lost any digits yet, so. Side. Now, same thing, we'll put this molded front on here. We will trace around it with the stylus. So we know about where to glue. That's good enough. And then we will repeat the process. And by the end of the night, we'll have a product that looks like this. And by tomorrow, we'll have one that looks like that. Okay, it's the next day now, and we are in the process of finishing up this holster. I'm going to take my edge tool and I'm going to bevel the edge. This just makes it nice, clean. It's a real nice finished product. Makes it look almost professional when you're done. So we can go all the way around, front and back. Clean up this edge. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes. So hang on a moment and I'll be right back. Well, that was finished. So now we're going to take our tool for cutting grooves. We're going to cut the groove in here for the stitching. Time. I don't want any slips. do it again because I want it nice and deep. It's easier the second time because it has a trail to follow. And then we will be punching holes. Right there on the tip. Can be kind of problematic. I use my thumb to help push this along. Alright, there we are. Now I'm going to take my 6mm punch. My 6mm punches. And I'm going to start punching holes all the way around. Make certain you get all the way through both pieces of leather. And then there's the first set of holes. I'm going to do this all the way around and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and now I'm going to use my stitching tool to stitch all these holes. Go through like so. This first one, pull back slightly. And I want to pull that first stitch all the way through. Now I'm going to pull back. Okay, hang on a second. Now I'm going to pull as much line through that I think I'm going to need. And then a little extra. And then I'm going to move down to my next stitch, my next hole. I'm going to punch it through, pull back. I'm going to open up the hole. And we'll tie this stitch together, like so. Pull through and snug. I'll show you that one more time. Go to your next hole. Push through. Open up the hole. You make sure you make your hole large enough that you can put your free end through it easily. Now, this is a bit different than saddle stitching, but this works for my purposes. And I don't have a stitching pony, so this is what I gotta do. And then bit of a tedious process, but I kind of enjoy it. I'll sit here with a cup of coffee and my daughter, and I'll stitch these up. You pull it back through and snug it down. And there's your first 2 stitches. So I'm gonna put this on hyper speed and we'll get this done. Stand by. Okay, now that we're finished, I'm going to go ahead and tie this off and burn the edges. Tie it once. Do a double wrap for the second one. There it goes. Pull it down tight and snug. And cut off the tag ends. Smash it flat. That's how I finish that off. There is our stitched sheath, ready for the next step.